Boom and boom. All right, all right. Oh. Good evening. Sorry about that. Welcome. It's okay. Welcome to another episode of Forge 2.0. I am your host, Brandon, aka the Wild Man. How is everybody doing? Had some technical issues. Well, yeah, technical. I guess you could call it that. We'll call it technical. That's what it is. Was putting in the toilet, ran across a couple of intricacies that were not planned, so things took a little bit. A couple of leveling issues, and then the wax seal issue, and then the hose in the back leaking issue. So everything is up to date now with the toilet. Toilet is in place, new toilet. But I also put a new sink in downstairs in the half bath. And well, we run into a couple issues with the pipes being in the right place in the half bath. So I have to go out and get a new set of stuff to put the trap in and get a couple couplings, fix underneath so that I've got running water down in the half bath in the basement. So how is everybody else doing? We doing good? We having a good day? Do we have a good Thursday? Are we close enough to Friday's milestone that we're going to say, you know what? I'm going to reach that goal that I set for myself this week. I'm going to do it. It's going to be great. I'm going to love it. Are we closer? Yeah. That is so weird. Oh well, what are you going to do? You know what they say. So that's where I'm at. Fixing the downstairs half bath. So it's fun. I'll admit, taking something old, switching it out for a newer model, because the old things were kind of old. Well, let me write the title in to exactly what's okay, there we go. Hey, buddy, what's going on? So here we go. Tonight's episode is affectionately titled Being Let Down, okay? And it kind of goes along with, I saw a couple things where, if you don't expect things from people, which is bad to say, if you don't expect a certain thing, and then you can't be let down. If you don't have expectations of someone, okay, we're then it's that. But it's a bad way to look at people and say. You should at least expect some level of civility and loyalty from people. You know what I mean? It's just not, you just can't not go through life and just be like, this one's going to let me down, this one's going to let me down, why bother? You know what I mean? And I saw a couple things and I changed some things around. I was like, you know what? Let's just do an episode on being let down. Maybe we can, all of us, can learn how to react to it. Okay, what's next afterwards? Just like, it's like I count on you for one thing. That's it, one thing, and you just, you know. That's good stuff. Not bad, and it's non-dairy. As my old followers know, I'm lactose ignorant. You know, but being let down by someone that you really care about is the worst betrayal of all and the most painful. This is true. I've been let down so many times that being hurt doesn't faze me anymore. Yeah, I think I'm probably there. You know? I've been just let down and betrayed so many times. It's almost like I expect it sometimes, you know? Yes, I'm going to be eating a little bit of cheese steak because I haven't had dinner yet. Dinner's after the show. I'm getting some dinner. Some grilled cheese with buffalo style chicken and Monterey Jack cheese. Gotta feed the beast. You know? But, what do we got? This looks like this little excerpt is from mellowed.com, and it's at least from an article that says 4 reasons people keep letting you down and what to do about it, okay? Oh, I need some color in my arms, man. That is white. So here we go. Don't assume. When someone lets you down, don't sit around and come up with assumptions, okay? Practice acceptance. If you've got a friend or family member who's always bailing on your plans, it could be because they're a people pleaser. Allow your feelings. Express your feelings. Know when to move on. Take care of yourself. Okay. All right. What does a letdown feel like? When you're breastfeeding and your breasts release breast milk, you may notice these signs of the letdown. What the hell does that have to do with somebody betraying you? I'm sorry. I did not know that's what that was going to talk about. Okay. Okay, listen. All right, listen. This episode is nothing about breastfeeding or your boobs sagging, okay? Ladies, I do apologize. This is talking about milk leaking or spraying out of your breasts. What the hell? Here we go. Okay. No, that's... Alright, we're just going to read this over here. I'm not even going to try to look at that. I'm not doing it. Because that's just... That's bad. That's bad. You want to talk about being let down, and it's talking about breastfeeding and your boobs sagging and milk squirting out of your nipples. What the hell is going on over here? Okay. This is from mellow.com, and it's an article written by Nita Shamsdiba, okay? So let's see what Nita has to say. Everyone feels let down sometimes, and it sucks. It really does. Friends, family, partners, colleagues. The occasional disappointments are part of life. Okay? But being let down constantly shouldn't be. If people keep letting you down, it might have more to do with you than them. Don't take that the wrong way. But certain personal behaviors can lead to people letting you down. And they're not that uncommon. Okay. Don't worry, it doesn't mean that you're stuck being let down for the rest of your life. Nita is here to show you the reasons it keeps happening and how to let them go. Expecting too much. See? There you go. There you go, right there. If you don't expect things from people, you can't really be let down. Right? Okay. According to psychologists, high levels of disappointment lead to a greater risk of physical and emotional difficulties. Okay. A big part of this disappointment is expecting too much. When you expect too much from others, you shut out the ability to see them as who they are. And that often leads to asking and expecting things of people they can't give. So if I expect something from someone, if they say they can deliver, I shut off seeing them for maybe the liar or thief that they are. Okay. All right. I can understand that. I can understand that. All right. The thing about someone who keeps letting you down, and make a list of everything you expect from them. Is this list huge? Is it fair? Are there expectations you can meet yourself? Cross a few things off that list. Keep in mind that lowering your expectations doesn't mean you should have none. People who care about you will be there whenever they can. It's not about expecting them to be there more than they can. Okay. All right. Wanting to get what you give. I'm a big believer in karma, and when you put out the good, you bring in good. I'll agree with that. I'll agree. When you give, even if you get nothing in return, you can experience increased self-esteem, less depression, lower stress levels, a longer life, more happiness, lower blood pressure. Did I read that right? I get it. When you give your all for someone, you want that feeling back. Okay, I'll agree. Unfortunately, sometimes the key to doing for others without getting let down is by giving and expecting nothing in return. Okay? Next time you catch yourself feeling like you're not getting as much as you're giving, focus on all the benefits that you get from the okay. So even though someone is not holding up to their end, you should still do what you're doing. See, that I'm not sure I can get behind. I don't believe in turning the other cheek so many times. Okay? No. You get one shot. Maybe two. Maybe two if you've got a good argument of why you things happen the way they did. Okay? But I can't sit there and just keep turning the cheek and no. That one I don't agree with. Okay? But this my opinion. Okay. Not being clear about your needs. All right. Okay. I think that one's a common sense thing. I say what I mean. You didn't say that. This is what you said. Be clear. Okay. Being a people pleaser. Okay, no. I don't have that issue being a people pleaser. Sorry to cut some trim off the wall when I was downstairs in the bathroom. I think some of the dust I didn't get all out of my nose. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, that's it. Those are the 4 reasons. Being a people pleaser. Okay. Learning how to say no. You got to learn how to say no. All right. So how to overcome feeling let down. Don't assume. Practice acceptance. Allow for your feelings. Express your feelings. Know when to move on. Take care of yourself. Fewer letdowns in life. Okay. Wow. So I don't really know if that answered any of my questions about being let down. It almost is just like, you know what? Stop expecting things from people. You won't be let down. I mean, this is true. Sometimes we expect too much. Whatever I get in, I expect to get that out. You know? And it's kind of just like, if you can't give me 100%, why are you offering to help me in the first place? Or say you're going to do something if you can't give 100%. You know what I mean? If I'm going to give you this, you should be able to give me this right back. Right? Would you agree? Yes, no? What do we got here? What does let down like? Compassion. Wow, there's a lot of, yeah, being let down. Yeah. I'm sick of being really sad and yeah, it's a little rough. Okay? It's, you expect, I guess, a certain amount of, like I said, civility. And all right, if you're going to say you're going to do something, do it. If you say, like, and that could be like in business or in any aspect of life. But let's talk about a business. If you get into business with someone, right, and you say, okay, I can deliver this, this, and this within this time frame, then you better deliver this, this, and this in said time frame. If you start to run behind, at least communicate. Hey, look, I've got these two. This one is kind of taking a little longer than expected. Do we have any leeway on the time? Can we maybe push it back a few days? A week max. I mean, when somebody, you got to wait a little longer than that, you better let me know, long before the deadline is even there. I would say letting somebody know if something's not going to happen 2 weeks before the deadline, I would say that's a good time frame. Because 2 weeks you can normally get something as a makeshift that's going to work until the other piece comes in, or the other, oh, what the hell is that? You know what I mean? The other thing that okay, so I want this and this and this. We've got this coming, but it's not going to make it here. But I use this, and this will hold us over until when that's supposed to be here. You know what I mean? There you go. Problem solved. Crisis averted. Yeah. Yeah. But no, it does. I agree. I've been let down so many times. Oh well. Okay, moving on. Next thing. All right, how can I do this? Or how can I, you just move on. It's like you don't. Honestly, me and okay, being that I'm a seasoned 45, all right, for the younger cats, they're probably, it's probably still where it digs in. It's like, man, that sucks. Being, having somebody let you down over. It's like, man, I can't, and you think you can't, and it just it gets you in that area where you know how they say forgive and forget, and it gets you where just like that trust thing just it gets chipped away. Okay, our ability to trust when we're constantly being let down and betrayed, and that level of loyalty and trust not loyalty but trust slowly chips. Somebody's chipping it away at it. So if you're constantly being let down, pretty soon your level of trust is gone. You have no trust. Okay, you take everything. You meet somebody. Oh, hi, I'm so and so. Okay, nice to meet you. This is what I can do. Really, and all you're doing is just listening, and in your mind you're just like, okay, so you're not going to be able to deliver on anything, Mingya. Why should I get into business with you? And that sucks. It's a terrible way to go about life. It really is. So, yeah, you know what's coming up. That skit, that clip that they did with DMX, where he says it takes too long to not trust people. Trust people, but see them, but trust them, but trust that you know them well, that you can see them for who they really are. You know what I mean? I would love if I could be able to pull up DMX on trust. Okay. Now, I'm going to play this. Hello! Okay, here you go. Here we go. Always trust everyone to be themselves, but trust in the fact that you can see them well. Okay? Trust a snake to bite you. Trust a thief to lie for you. Or to you. You know? No, that's Minga. He says that, and I was just looking and going, that's, it sucks that he can say that, and it's just like, you know what I mean? All right, you know what? Can I send this? I can. Can I? You can't. I want to figure out how I can share this with everybody. You know, because this would be about betrayal and being let down. This would be perfect to be able to... No, it's not going to... All right, there's got to be a way. Here we go. Let's see. Aha! Share. Found it. More. I want to share it to my Facebook. Yes. Outstanding. Good. Good. I love it. I love it. I love it. Love it. That's a great, that's a huge little spot right there where you just talk about it and you're like, trust that you could see them. Good evening, Maria. You know, but I think that's a powerful little point right there, you know? Trust them to be them, but trust you can see them. See them for who they are. You know? I think I'm going to adopt that saying. I'm going to start putting it up there. That's just killer for me right there. I mean, it fits. You get so tired of the constant just being let down. It's just like, really? I mean, really? Come on now, man. That's just, you just can't. I forgot, that's the lap suang. Oh, that's good. Yeah, baby. See, I'm running into that issue. More and more people, they're like Spanish people, and I think, I don't know if the one late girl, the one woman was speaking Chinese to me. Well, she was writing Chinese, not speaking. Sorry, there's a difference. And we were talking about being able to speak in different languages. That I told her, I said, I think it's the fact that speaking Chinese is different than writing it. And I look at the caricatures or whatever it's called, and I'm going, wow. Wow. You know what I mean? And I'm just looking at going, ooh, that's different. I'd rather try to learn to speak it before I can write it. I know that's kind of like, well, then you don't know. Somebody could write something. You don't know what's going on. This is true. Very true. But I think you definitely need, at least for some of us, it's good to have somebody that speaks that different language that you talk to, at least 3 or 4 times a week. I'm so hungry. Sorry. That's another thing. You get let down so many times, and you stopped even being shocked by it. Actually get more shocked when somebody comes through and they follow through. You're just like, all right. Now, sometimes me, personally, if something happens and I'm shocked, I go outside and I look up into the sky, and I look around, and I'm looking for a crack in the sky. That's what I do. I look for a crack. It's like, okay, what's going to open up? There's going to be meteors. Is there a dragon? Is there, some kind of, did somebody release demons on the earth? What's going on? Because it doesn't. And it's kind of bad. And I look at people, but am I gonna? Do I believe them? Okay, I trust them. And when that hit, and I don't say I've always done it like that. How DMX just said. But I've always looked at people like, okay, you're not going to deliver, because I've been just stabbed in the back and betrayed and let down so many times, It's another reason my growing up, my circle of friends was constantly changing. I believe I had 2 friends, okay? I had a bunch of friends, but 2 of them that were always there, that we had if we had a dispute, we talked it out. The other ones, we would disappear, or it would just come to, it would come to fisticuffs, and that's it. Other than those 2, it was just like, come on, and then you get to expect it. I'm sorry, but when you're young, 14 years old, 15 years old, and you're already expecting people to let you down, that's bad. I mean, that definitely it strengthens you. You know what I mean? It toughens you to, okay, so I can't count on anyone. I have to only count on myself. That's not good. So it toughens you up, both mentally and physically. Okay? Realizing and understanding, all right, you can't count on people. You can't. I'm sorry. And I would. And I love that I'm able to reach out, okay? And I'm able to talk to all different kinds of people, because every day a little bit of my faith in humanity is restored, from being just, I can't. This one's doing that, and it's just like, ugh. But then you see something, and you're like, look at this is hilarious. Look at this. What did I see yesterday? I thought was adorable. Was adorable. I don't care who you are, no matter how tough you are. But there was this girl was holding up this baby bear that had been rescued from the wild, and was just nuzzling the bear's nose. The bear would just go like, the little baby bear would just go like this after she did that. Every time she put her face forward, he would kind of do it. But then when she went like this, he would do this and just look. And I'm sorry, but bears are cute. They're great animals. Love them. But you look at a bear's eyes, and I'm sorry, I don't see a lot of the time like love. I just see like death, and I will eat you. You know? So you look at this little baby bear, it's just like, what is she doing to me? It's hilarious. You know, what do I watch? A leopard. There's a leopard on TikTok named Tank. I just watched him do a bunch of belly flops in this pool. I'm looking at it going, dude, you just belly and nut flopped right on the water. Doesn't that hurt? Oh my God. I'm looking going, me, if I did that, legs out, just free balling it, oh my God, that would suck. But I'm laughing my ass off. And I see these pictures of these people, and every day a little piece, a bigger piece of humanity is healed back up for me. You know what I mean? And it's just like, all right, don't give up on them. Don't give up. I mean, there's still good things that humanity is capable for. So much, I mean, we've screwed up so much. It's time now to start repairing things. Okay, it's time. How can we fix this? How can I fix that? You know what I mean? How can I do this versus what can we do over here? All right, so I can repair this. I can repair that. We can do boom, boom, boom. Cool. Now let's move on over here. What can we do? And it's just seeing these little things that and like reaching out and being able to talk to people and people actually engage and have a conversation versus, oh, well, I'm getting, what are you here for? On Facebook? Yeah, I'm building a fan base. What else would I be here for? Running into those ones, the ones that are looking for some guy to take care of her. Running into some crypto people. Wow, Minga. I might say, yes, I would had an interest. Don't attack me. All right? Oh, my God. And don't try to, oh, how you doing, Brandon? Oh, what's going on? Oh, how are you doing this? Oh, by the way, are you familiar with Bitcoin? Really? You got to have a better, your script has got to be better than that, okay? If it's not, talk to your boss because he sent you out ill-equipped with the wrong tools. Just coming right out, these people just coming, hey, I need a job. Hey, we need money for the kids, for food and clothes. Well, are you doing something or are you just wasting your time? And I see these and I get a little heartbroken, and then I think of these people that are on the corners, some of them. See, now in Rochester, 2 years ago, somebody got busted because they were in fact a millionaire, and they were on the side of the road with a bucket and everything, poor, blah, 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 need money, for food or whatnot. And then they would go home to their $1 million mansion with their, super car or whatnot, and then go live. It's like, really? Instead of just outright asking people for money, are you doing anything? Or is that your thing? You just ask for money. No. How about you work? All right, how can we do this? And then you go ask the people with a proposal instead of blatantly just outright asking them for money. So it's always give and give, and then you see a little take. So I see my faith in humanity restored, so much, and then sometimes it gets brought back down. You're just like, this is bad. So I use my mindset to not look or be in a pessimistic or negative mood. I use my mindset to always be positive because we're surrounded by so much negativity, so much bitterness, so much hate. I refuse to live like that. I can't. I won't. It's ridiculous. All right? And it does. It upsets me, but I take my little 3 to 5 minutes, it's gone. Either I vent out my frustrations, or, like I said, I just turn that switch off and I don't care. So, being let down does indeed suck. Okay? It does. It does. Oh, good stuff. It does. But every now and then, I meet some people that have the courage to go outside of their little shy shell, and they talk. They engage with me, which is awesome. And I try to get more, just not like push and force, but all right, cool. And I try to there was a, what is it, where you open up, when you ask a question or something, try to make it so it's open-ended, so it's just not like a yes or no answer, but they can expand on it and thus ask you a question and or tell you something else in return, and then you keep the conversation going. You know what I mean? Which is always, it's always a oh, that's cool, nice. It's always a good thing to keep the conversation going instead of just blah 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 blah. Yeah, but it's like, really? Come on, let's converse. Do you know what a conversation? Look it up. You know, it's bad when you just be let down. You can be let down by someone because they don't even know how to have a conversation, hold a conversation. Now, you can have a conversation of substance or just a conversation about nothing. And when I say nothing, I know we just talk about just fantastical or sci-fi type stuff. That's kind of what I mean by that. You would call nothing. You know, what do we talk? Well, we talked about this, so nothing really like important. But in another world, maybe this could happen. But in this world, maybe this happens. You know what I mean? So I know. So if you can have a conversation, we don't have to talk about something of substance. It could just be something, blah, 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 blah. You know, letting our minds and our minds free. Okay? So that's really all I have to say about it. You know, I don't want to beat a dead horse tonight. You know what I mean? Don't want to. I've pretty much caught up. I have caught up on all my messages for the most part. There were some of them that were saying something, just a response, but like I said, it was a yes or no question, and that was it. So, you know, and yeah, I believe I'm pretty caught up, except for, well, I just sent out probably like 12, but there you go, you know, I'm caught up. So the next set of people that want to send me messages, go right ahead. You know, and we'll take it from there. But no, you know, it doesn't have to be something that's never going to change about being let down, okay? I know, like I said, I'm not the turn the other cheek kind of guy, and I'm not. I've been let down too many times that I don't, okay? So I might give a second chance. You know, but that's it. So you get one, then you might get a second chance. Because life is, you got to give, if there's a good reason why, or if they, you know, maybe they weren't in the right mind, sometimes you can give people a second chance depending on what happened. You know what I mean? And then you go on. You move on with life. You make sure you can always dependent on yourself, which always sucks. Doesn't always suck, but knows at least you're strong enough here and here to know, all right, I can get through this. It's nice to have help, but if I don't have help, I can do this. You know? And that's about it. And you know that I'm probably going to go well over my time tomorrow, so that's where I'm going to leave you at right now. I do hope you find your way to... I'm starving. I'm sorry. I'm so hungry. Yes, once I get Signet Guy Blow Up every night, Monday through Friday, is going to be at least an hour. Okay? Oh, on a good look, you know, knock on wood, being blessed. Thought I had a bump. Thought it was a lump. Turned out my lymph nodes in the back of my ears right here, I'm fighting a virus or some fucking thing. Body cold or some shit inside. Went to the doctors today. I was honestly worried. I mean, you know, you're always good at your checks, and then you check and you're like, oh, and it hurt. But I went in there today, and before I went, you know, I just went like this, and I go, this doctor's gonna think I'm nuts. It's shrunk down. I mean, it was like that, and when I went there, it was only like that, and now it's, for the most part, it's almost kind of gone. So whatever. He asked me. I go, well, the only thing I've really felt that I've been like a little hotter. And sometimes I get like that if I'm dealing with something inside. I'm like sick in the body. I put on my hoodie, I put on a hat, and my body gets so hot it burns whatever's trying to infiltrate my body. So, and I've been kind of hot, just not. I've been feeling myself, but it was kind of just like I was, like maybe a little in the fog, a little. You know what I mean? Just slight, just heavy. So, but please, thank you for everyone that stopped over. Find your way over to the. You know, find your way over to the YouTube, the Forge 2.0 YouTube. Subscribe and like. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? You laugh? Don't you want to laugh? That is irking the shit. See that? Look at that. It's so fucking weird. I got the hair here, but this is just so weird. It's like, what the hell's going on right here? And I've got the hair there. It's like it's bright. It's lighter than it is. It's weird. Look, if my hair grows out and it's all like silver, that's going to be hilarious. But thank you for everyone that came by. I even think I might go trim up the beard a little bit. Maybe. But have a great night. I'll see everybody tomorrow. And I'll see you tomorrow for the Forge 2.0 wake-up calls. All right? I got the good things on the horizon. And I'm working through some stuff with the computer, which is why the last couple of days I haven't been staying on for the full hour. Because some things, it's like, why isn't this working? Well, you need to reboot. Are you kidding me? I've rebooted 7 times today. What isn't going on? So then it's like, all right, you got to erase and delete something you added, and you look for something else. And then you're let down again. But we're going to do better. I expect better. I'm going to look for better. I'll see everybody tomorrow. I hope you're ready for a great hot weekend. Have a good night. This is Brandon, a.k.a. The Wild Man, signing off. Forge 2.0 on YouTube. Don't give me any excuses. Besides, it's win-win. You get humorous. You get goofy facial expressions. Hopefully you get a mindset change and you learn to work on your frustrations and let it just kind of wee out. Oh, good night, Landaveri. I hope I was close to that. Thanks for stopping by, giving me a little bit of your time. But, find your way over to Forge 2.0 on YouTube channel. Subscribe and like. Share with your friends. All right? If you got any comments or any questions, shoot me a message. I'll answer them. All right? I'm not shy. Don't be shy. All right. Have a great night.